Everybody, I'm just cleaning up from my last reading here. I am going to be doing a reading right now for the sign of Leo. The strong ones in the tarot, the people that can take that inspiration and find a way to really be courageous about what they have, right? And really push it, but and be gentle with yourself, right? That's the energy that I get with Leos. And you know, it's a full moon in Aries right now, that's really can be challenging energy, because if you don't have something you're working with that inspires you, then you're going to be antsy to want to find something. So Leo, let's see what's going on at the beginning of the week, the midweek, and the end of the week, all right? And we're going to clarify with some cards, and we'll pick an animal spirit, wild unknown card as well. Yeah, all right, let's just get into it. So at the beginning of the week, Leo, you have the Three of Wands, which is kind of like you're starting the week and you're already expecting something. Like you expect something's going to come in for you. And this has to do with something that like you're fired up about, or there's some energy in that you've invested in, I guess is what I mean. And you're like, okay, where's, you know, I put something into something, like I went on an adventure, right? And I put a lot of energy into something, but you're not going to give it back to me. That's rude. Like, that's kind of, I'm getting some like, that's rude feelings off of this. And then the King of Cups. So this King of Cups is really nice. It means like you're really connected to something that is really creative and gives you a lot of hope and you find a lot of joy in, which is really nice. And like I feel like this card's about like being connected to your emotions and not letting other people's emotions affect you, you know what I mean, like, or judgments. And so that's really good energy, because you know it looks like there's some patience that it's going to be required at the beginning of the week. So you seem to be finding a really good place in it. And then this is the Temperance card. Now another sign had this as well. So this is Sagittarius energy. It's about, you know, mixing two parts, fire and water. You know, when they mix together, they create what, right? Water, right? So, or no, steam, whatever. Something happens when you mix fire and water together, right? And that's where the magic is, I think, right? When you're able to take two different things and kind of mix them together and create something better. And so that might be some really good advice for you towards the end of the week, Leo. Like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling right now, Leo. So let's clarify. I'm getting a very specific message here, so you're gonna have to kind of bear with me, and it might resonate and it might not. So let's just see here. What's going on? You know, at the beginning of the week, Leo, here for you, in between the Three of Wands and the King of Cups, like you're waiting. Okay, so these cards just came out, so we'll just take these. You're waiting for something. Okay, so the Hermit. All right. So the Hermit is Virgo's card, and it's an earth sign, and it's about, you know, you've climbed the mountain, right? He's at the top of his mountain, and he knows what he's good at. He has his light and his lantern, and he's, you know, using it to light his way, and he can see a little bit in front of him, but not all of the way. And I think the Hermit energy here, in between the Three of Wands and King of Cups, kind of represents like, you might need to be a little introspective here, it might, like, I'm getting kind of like timeout energy here, like take some time to think, and think about what you want, because the Hermit is about having everything you need, but you need to really feel your emotions, I think, and not let your emotions get the best of you. All right. And the next card here, which I haven't turned over, is the Page of Wands. So this is like, you know, I always feel bad for this page because he's not looking at his sword, he's like looking away. So I think sometimes it's about like, you know, there's a lot of movement associated with this card with all the clouds, and just, it looks like it's windy, right? And it can be about like staying clear through, you know, trying times a little bit, like being clear with yourself. And, you know, I think with this like Temperance energy here, like I kind of think like it's like you need to kind of like look at the way you're communicating about something, because someone isn't like hearing you, or someone's trying to tell you something and you're not hearing it. And like I said, I think you kind of need a timeout. You need a timeout. You need to reflect. And that's okay. Timeouts are allowed. We all need a timeout. It's timeout time, Leo. So, you know, I've taken timeouts. I've taken a lot of timeouts. Okay, so there's a lot of cards that want to come out here. I'm going to take the dolphin and the octopus because they just kind of appeared here. Sorry if I'm whispering. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to whisper. So we have dolphin energy here. So dolphin is like, they use echolocation, right? And this is a water card. So it's like intuition. I'm thinking about intuition, like connecting, like you have something that you're connected to that's inspiring you, right? And it's going down to your heart space, and you can feel very passionate about this because and feel that intensity, right? But also connect it to your intuition, right? And I think that's what this hermit card and this dolphin is kind of saying. Like when you're taking that time to be introspective, like really use your intuition. And that's what this King of Cups kind of can represent too. I think the Queen of Cups is more the intuitive one because it's the female side. So maybe like you are trying to balance something. So you need to use your masculine and your feminine parts here to make this all work, whatever you're trying to accomplish here, because there's something that you're trying to do. And this octopus energy is very difficult energy, actually. You know, I kind of look at the colors here, like, see how, I'm not sure if you can see this, but I will eventually have a better camera setup so you can see this. But the octopus and the dolphin have similar colorings. Like surrounding the dolphin is the same coloring kind of that's surrounding or inside the head of the octopus here. And the octopus are very intuitive. Octopi are very intuitive as well. And at least let's pretend they are, right? In the imagery of this card, they are. But it can be about like putting your tentacles into too many pots, right? Like maybe you're spread too thin, or you're not, this energy is kind of like you're trying to fix everyone else's problems rather than your own. So, yeah, sorry, Leo. Sometimes, like you said, like this whole reading is just saying you need to take a time out. So stop putting your fingers into everyone else's pots, right? And pay attention to yourself and use your intuition to think about what's going on and think about the different forces that are inside of you, right? And you really need to find a way to blend those so that you can not overreact about things that you're emotional about, and you can enjoy what's right in front of you. Okay. Thank you, Leo. Like I said, this is a reading for October 8th, the week of October 8th. And we just had that full moon in Aries, so there's a lot of big energy. So I hope you're all doing okay, and I hope you all take time to reflect this week. All right. Thank you.